YouTube, what's happening? It is Sunday, May 4th, and we're going to talk about the Major League Baseball slate first because you can see there are a bunch of games on here. Everybody, they mama playing. Everyone plays day games on Sundays except for Sunday Night Baseball and the occasional makeup game and a doubleheader. So we're going to break the games down like we always do. Check out the spreadsheet, check out the props, see if we can find some value. But first, a little recap of yesterday. These are the plays I took. Yankees bullpen strikes again. They didn't win. Thanks a lot, Yankees bullpen. Luis Robert with 4 strikeouts. Good job, sir, earning that contract. Fetty didn't play. The game didn't happen. They're playing a doubleheader today, so I will take that play today instead of yesterday if the wind's still doing the wind thing we saw. Vasquez did give up they gave up 2 walks in the first inning. I think it was first or second inning. It was done. Over 8 hit Colorado San Fran. They had 9. Seattle won. Ubich only got the 3 strikeouts. I blame the whole they pitched 1 inning, then they got stopped for an hour. I blame that. That ain't on him. That ain't on me. I'm not the one pitching. And then Dodgers only hit over 8. So that is a 4-3 day overall. That's profit. We take that. Very little profit, but still profit nonetheless. So we will take that. If you want the plays typed out for every sport that I do, including soccer, beautiful slate, hockey, went 3-1. NBA, it's all there. All you got to do, or can't forget the main thing, and where you want access to the spreadsheet, do your own research right there. Go check out the HQ. You have options up there. So go check it out. Other than that, we'll stop wasting time. We got, 16 games today? Yeah, let's jump to the first one right now. All right, so we're going to jump into weather real quick because it is another busy weather day. So we're going to check them all out real quick before we jump into the first game. Is going to be St. Louis, and you can see 11 miles an hour. Not much rain to worry about. Pittsburgh, a little bit of rain, 5 miles an hour. Could be potential issues. Yankees, I don't know if they're going to play this game. Look at that. That's disgusting. So that might be something we have to look at. Baltimore, 10 out to the left field pole. They got rain. Boston has rain. No rain for Miami or Toronto. Philly, you can see out. They have 90%. Some of these games aren't going to get played today. I will tell you right now. Milwaukee is in a dome. Chicago out to right field, 16 miles an hour. That's beautiful stuff. 39 miles an hour. 39% chance of rain. Texas dome. Giants straight out again. We took it yesterday when it was straight out at 19 and they hit the over by half. We'll see what happens today. Angels to left, a little bit of rain. Cincy, lots of rain. St. Louis, part 2. A little bit better on this one. Braves out towards left, no rain. So yeah, rain's just as bad as it was yesterday. A whole bunch of rain out there. So let's go ahead and jump into the first thing we're going to do, which is going to be the doubleheader. And if you're new here, let me tell you how I do things, Rainer. I don't play doubleheaders. That would be the Mets and St. Louis. And you can see the line right there. There's the lines. And let me explain why I don't, because some of you are new. I understand. The weirdest things happen in doubleheaders because it throws off everybody. Because not only do you have to look at your bullpen differently because you have 2 games in a row on the same day, you also go look at your bats. You're going to have dudes that sit. They'll take 2 or 3 bats and don't play again. They'll bench them for a pinch, bring a pinch run, a hitter in, or they just don't play them at all. They play one, play second one, give them a day off. It's like, it's too. I like consistency in my baseball, and that's not consistent. That's weird. Point being, Colorado has 5 wins on the year. 2 of them came on doubleheader days. That should tell you everything you need to know. Exactly, yeah. And then another one came this week against Atlanta somehow. So weird. So we don't play doubleheaders, but I will show you everything you need to see for the doubleheader. That way, if you want to play it, by all means, enjoy yourself. So let's see. There's your line. Let me go and show the sheet. Here's a sheet for both games because obviously it's not going to change till tomorrow. So here is your sheet. Yeah, the Mets look better, but it's just too many weird variables that I can't control, that no one can control, to make it where I don't want to take this. A lot of times, one will split. They'll split. Mets win 1, Cardinals win 1. It's like a verbal handshake agreement that they don't. Yeah, weird things. I don't even have props for this stuff. So there you go. So we passed some doubleheaders. We saw the weather. Let's move on to the first real game right now. Okay, first game of actual games. We have Kansas City and Baltimore. This one has 52% chance of rain at first pitch. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to avoid pitcher props for that very reason like we did yesterday. But yeah, that's what happened with Bubich. He got weathered out. You can't warm up, throw one in, and then sit down. And then their starters are weird. You can't do that to them. So, all right, we got Baltimore as a slight favorite. 9.5 is our total. Let's look at the sheet. We can see the numbers. There's your numbers. Baltimore, not good. Kansas City, above average. Good stuff. So, yeah, number 1 in strikeouts. 27 to strikeouts again. Let's see what the numbers are looking like. Let's go to the props. Let's take a look. We have Kyle Gibson and Lorenzen pitching today. Nothing for Lorenzen I care about looking at. Earned runs, walks over 100% last hit head. No, he's doing good this season. Gibson's not doing good with walks. He is he has no accuracy. He has no control. You can see this over in 5 out of 5 games. Now, is Baltimore any good at walks is the question. I mean, KC any good at walks? They are 27th in walks at 2.4 at 27th. So yeah, we're not taking Kyle Gibson from Baltimore to get walks. Just, yeah, let me look at this. We got to dig into it anyway, so. Yeah, dude has no control. Zero control. He did this game, but everything else, 2025, well, he's only played one game, but the last few games, yeah, no, unless he figured, yeah, he had 2 last games. I don't know if he figured it out in the offseason, but it still wasn't good. So we're still going to leave it alone. I need more than one data point. Sorry. Against Kyle Gibson. His story, KC versus Gibson. You can see the numbers here. Anybody really stand out? That's not enough at bats. That's not bad. Bobby Woot. Booby Witt. Nothing's 3 home runs for India and 10 at bats with a 1.5. That's something. When he hits it, it goes far if he hits it because he's going to miss a bunch. So he's 300, 3 for 10, 3 home runs. That's crazy. Let's go to righties. You see how KC is versus righties. Flop to Baltimore. This is how Baltimore is versus righties. You can take a look at that this season. Lorenzen, his story. You can see the numbers. Nothing's really standing out in this one. So let's go to the bats real quick. And there's no props to back it up because I told you the bats aren't doing too well. KC just came off of being absolute horrid for a couple weeks. Baltimore is now the new KC when it comes to the stats because of the numbers. So I would lean KC. But with the pitching, I don't know if I want to do that. No, Lorenz is doing pretty good. So KC, yeah, we come back to the props. You can see Lorenz's numbers are pretty good this season. He's under his numbers on these overs. So I'm going to take KC money line. I ain't scared of it. It's plus 115. We're going to roll it. We're going to go for the underdog. So we're going to go KC money line at plus 115. Actually, you know what? Let's be smarter today. Let's go KC plus 1.5. Baltimore can't even score. So why don't we just make it to where they can't? They're only averaging 2.5 runs. As long as KC gets one run, they should be fine. So we'll take KC plus 1.5 at minus 178. We'll take that next. All right, next up we got San Diego in Pittsburgh, and we can currently see is basically a pick with an 8.5 total. Let's go over to the sheet, and we can see both teams are struggling offensively. The bats aren't doing too well on either side. Just not good overall. Still 4-game winning streak for San Diego, but outside of that, not good. Pitching, we go to the props, and all we see is Andrew Heaney. That's it. That's all we have. He's over in strikeouts, but it's going up against San Diego, who is 14th in strikeouts for once, which is weird. The other pitcher, his name is Steven Kolek. He is going out there for San Diego. You can see he was in 42 games last season. He has a 5.21 ERA. He only pitched 46 innings, so this has got to be a bullpen game for San Diego. This is his first game of the season, though, I do believe. He hasn't pitched at all this year. So, wow. Welcome to the season, buddy. I just can't look at anything for you. So, do we want to take anything here? Do we want to take Haney strikeouts against San Diego? No. I don't take strikeout props against San Diego, Cleveland, or Washington. Just don't do it unless you're just a monster of strikeouts. And 3.5 is indicative of a monster. So, let's keep it moving. Yeah, he's been. How do you go from 9 to 0 in back-to-back games? The hell? So what is wrong with you, good sir? Let's see. History. Bogarts has a 4.62 with 2 home runs and 13 at bats at 1.5. Everybody else doesn't have enough at bats to care about. Against lefties, you see how San Diego is. We got a 400. Hayward doesn't play much. You see your stuff. There you go. Pittsburgh versus righties. You can see their numbers. 306. There you go. Again, and the dude's never pitched. So, yeah. There's your stats. I don't like it. Neither bat's good. We have a pitcher who can't even control if he gets strikeouts or not. His earned runs are not bad, but then he is very hitter. He's either going to hit or miss, clearly. And then the other guy is new. So this game has way too many weird things. Pass. Next. All right, moving on to Minnesota and Boston. And we got Boston was a pretty heavy favorite with an 8.5 total. Why are you such a large favorite? You're both are doing well with the bats. All of these blocks are almost identical. Boston's striking out a ton. That's what Boston does. Nothing is really screaming take Boston here. I mean, yeah, they're at home, but there's no lean offensively. You get nothing. There's nothing there. Boston's at home so far. Who's pitching? Chris Paddock versus it's Crochet Day. Okay. We're going to crochet a blanket. Nice. Let's see what we got. Paddock and Crochet, nothing down here. So we don't, where's Crochet strikeouts? 6.5, 60%. Not the best. Walks allowed. Ooh, he's had a little control issues, I see. Paddock, walk issues. Paddock's been a little bit better, hasn't he? I kind of want to look at both of them now. Just kind of want to see what the numbers look like with my eyes. Earned runs for both. Look at Paddock. Locking them down. And then we got over here, earned runs. Ooh, one pitcher looks better than the other. I'm not going to say who. Let's see. Crochet versus Minnesota history. There's your numbers there. Obviously, probably not that good for most of us from last season. Against lefties, this is how Minnesota is. We got a 368, 300, and a bunch of ones. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Against righties, you see how Boston is. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah. Against paddock history, Boston not too good, but still. What's the total in this one? Total sitting on a nice 8.5. What's the weather in this one? 40% rain, winds blowing at 6 miles an hour, 71%. I mean, 71 degrees. But the bats are good. So I'm not trying to jump on an under. I don't want to take an over with both pitchers because both pitchers look pretty good. So what do we do here? I can't take a nerfy because the bats are too good. I can't take a yerfy because the pitchers are too good. And it's one of those weird catch-22 situations. All right, bats, do you have anything good on here that we could look at? Anybody just popping off here recently? Oh yeah, of course. What's his name? Devers is 2.5 HR. Come on, why? Bregman's 2.5. What are we doing? Why? It's so pricey. I can't afford that in this economy. No, nah, fam. I can't afford none of this, and I can't take none of this. Oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I don't even know who's gonna win the game, so I have to pass just because there's everything's too lined up. I can't. Next. Okay, remember, I'm only playing games where there's some clear, obvious value. If the game is like close, like we just saw, there's no reason for me to put anything on it because we're literally just gambling at that point. We're not trying to gamble. We're trying to take advantage of positions that make sense statistically. So there was nothing in the last game. And now we move on to Tampa and New York, where the main issue isn't the talent and everything. Like I said, it's a little bit, it's the damn weather because 82%, we don't want to take pitcher props because we don't want what happened in KC yesterday. Bubic starts one inning, sits for an hour, comes back out, isn't the same pitcher because you messed up his rhythm and flow. We can't have that happening. So go Basil game lines. Oh, where's our lines? There they are. 174, 9 is our total. Look at the sheet. We can see Yankees offense. The New York Judges are doing good because it's just Judge. Everybody else is just there. Tampa is still struggling, obviously. So let's pop over to a little props. So we have, oh God, it's Taj Bradley. It's a Taj Bradley day. Oh no. Taj Bradley over hits allowed. There's your play right there. Man. Will Warren strikeouts ain't bad either. We'll see. What's Tampa on strikeouts? 27th at 9.4. Okay, we have potentially two plays we could take in here. And I just said a minute ago, I don't want to take pitcher props. But then I see these and I'm like, ooh, I like that. Hits allowed. Look at his hits allowed for the whole last 10 games. Just not good. How many earned runs? Sometimes he doesn't give up the runs, but he gives up the hits. Like he gets himself in some situations. He needs to figure himself out. Then we look over at Will Warren strikeouts. He hit the number against Baltimore last. I took this play, the 5 against Baltimore. Does he do it again against Tampa? I don't trust it with 82% shower chance. Man, if anything, I kind of want to pop over here, follow my thinking. Let's see. I want to go team props. New York hits. Can I get hits? Where are the hits at? Way down here at the bottom. You can't even see that thing. It's down there. It's at the very bottom, but it's 7.5 hits. That seems like a lot. Yeah, no, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. Not a chance. Let's go to matchups. We'll see Warren versus Tampa history, and yeah, he's been shutting them down pretty good. Against righties, you can see how Tampa does. They have a couple hitters, but they need some help. Yankees versus righties, you see how they're doing. Yeah, they're really good. And against Taj Bradley, he's actually done decent in his point game. So, damn. My biggest thing is weather. I'm a little concerned. And then, is Taj Bradley going to be Taj Bradley, or Taj Bradley going to be early season Taj Bradley, where he was good? Because I don't know in this one. What are we looking at total-wise? Total's currently sitting on 9. Why is it so high with the weather, with the wind blowing in? I know Taj ain't that good, but damn, come on now. I'm going under 9. Yeah. Something's telling me, because I don't know if we look over here. Yeah, the Yankees are doing good. They're getting 5.2, but they're only 2.9. How is Tampa going to help get to a 9 total? Period. I don't know, under 9. We got the weather. It's weird things happening. I don't know. This is either this or a pass. There's only 2 things I can think of in this one because I'm not taking them. Actually, let's go to props. Let's go to bats. Hold up. Judge is what? 3.5 HR now? It's probably something silly. Something silly, isn't it? Now it's 2.5, and that makes sense for him because look at his numbers. Yeah, I mean, I know Bregman's pretty good for Boston. He had like a streak, but yeah, he hits, 2 hits, 3 hits, two. It's not like he's getting walked 4 times and scoring 2 runs. No, he is doing the work. Like, damn. It's like, yeah. How are you against Tampa? You averaged 2.1 against Tampa. How are you this season? You're averaging 3.5 this whole season so far. That is ridiculous. I'm not chasing. I'm not doing 2.5. I'm going back to what I said was the weather's nasty. I think the players don't care about this. They want to be inside. It's going to be nasty. Give me under 9 next. Okay, next up we got Cleveland and Toronto. No issues with weather on that one. They are in a dome in another country. So we look at the lines and we see it's a pick'em. Where the 8 is our total. Let's look at the sheet. Identical almost. They're the same team, different jerseys. That's all it is. So nothing's really standing out here. That they're both bad, as all we see. I would lean under if the pitchers are good. I would lean past if the pitchers are equal. Equin? That's not even a word. Equal. I just took equal and even combined them. Equin. Oh man. Bowden Francis and it's BB again. Really? Already? Refresh already? Let me hit a refresh. Make sure it's right. That's what it says. Okay. I feel like he just pitched. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm imagining things. I could. It happens. Let's see. You're 4.5 hits. You're really. Yeah, but then we got to trust Cleveland to get 5 hits off you, and the way they're batting right now. No, I need green if I'm taking a hit against a pitcher hit prop. I can't do that. So let's go back over here. Let's open one of them up, and let's dig under the hood a little bit. Under the hood, let's see. Bowden versus Cleveland, and you can see a bunch of zeros, not much data at all. No home runs, couple RBIs, big deal, big whoop. Cleveland versus righties this season. There's your numbers. Against Toronto versus righties this season, there's your numbers there. And Tanner versus Toronto, and we have a couple home runs, but still nothing I really care much about. Yeah, this game they're about the same pitcher. There's nothing, even up here, you look, I bet if I go here, there's not going to be much. There's going to be like 5 or 6 total, I'm betting. Let's see, this game right here, get rid of those. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Yeah, this game's a pass. This game is just too equally bad. Next. All right, A's and Marlins are up next. Currently, we see the A's are a slight favorite on the road with an 8.5 total. Let's look over at the spreadsheet, look at the numbers. Everything's mid. I do not like the series this weekend. I need new series. I need new matchups versus other people. This is too. Look at this. All this yellow. Too much yellow, I swear. Let's look at the pitchers who are going out there. JP Sears and Edward Cabrera. A lot of nothing, so no pitcher props to look at. So we'll jump to the actual matchups real quick. See if there's any batter things we want to see. Cabrera versus A history. Nothing so far. Righties. Anybody stand out? No. Miami. Anybody stand out? No, not really. No. Even Edwards is falling off. Look at that. Lefties. He's only got 2.22. Come on, dude. Sears. Nothing. Oh my goodness. Bats, anything? We got, if you want to take Stowers or you want to take one of these dudes, maybe, but I'm not taking, no, everything's again too close to this one. Pass. Next. All right, next up, Arizona and Philadelphia. 130 Philadelphia, 9 is our total. Please give me something decent. Bruh. Why is everything equal today? All these teams are playing exactly the same, and this is making it for a very lame slip so far. Nothing standing out here. All right, let's go to the pitchers. Who do we have? Suarez versus Eduardo. Suarez over walks 100%, 70%, and over runs. Rangers not done too well these last few games. And then Eduardo over hits as well too. So let's go back and look. So first thing is Suarez earned runs. Okay, Arizona runs 18th. Not taking that. I need top 10. I need top third. Can't do that. Walks. Arizona, you top 10 at walks? No, you're 14th at 3.2. Not doing that. How about Rodriguez? How are you? Let's see. That would be Philly. Rodriguez hits allowed would be Philly batting average. This and this. No. Nope. Nothing. Everything's mid. We're literally gambling at this point. It's not even an advantage. It's literally just no advantage at all. So we just have to look at these two. See if anything the batters stand out for us, because right now nothing does. So here's your history. Suarez versus Arizona, 415 at-bats with Marte is actually pretty good. That's something we might want to consider taking. Anything else on here? No. So let's go ahead and pop over here, make sure this is on the right game. Let's go find Marte. Are you even on here? Where are you? There you are, good sir. Found you. All right. Then we got lefties. We can see how they do against lefties this season. Perdomo was 368. Not bad. Pretty good. Let's flop sides. Boop. Philly against lefties. You can see how they have done this season. They have 3 against Rodriguez. You can see the numbers there. there's your stuff. So only one I would consider taking would be Marte, and let's see what he has been doing this season. He missed a bunch. He missed a month basically, but then he came back. So he's played in 2 games. In his 2 games back, he has done nothing. So I'm not trusting that. So again, I hate to say it, but we have another pass next. All right, next we got Houston and the White Sox. And hey, Houston won the game. I thought they were going to lose another one. I was about to say, I told you. But still, it was too sweaty for a minute. It was real sweaty at first. So currently, we're sitting at 210 Houston, 8.5 total, like we've been all this weekend. Go to the stats so we can see everything's the same, because that's what they do today. Everybody's just the same. Ugh. Anywho, player props. We have one. We have Bryce Wilson strikeout. This is the only damn prop we have. We're like, okay, well, who's the pitcher? Good thing you asked. I got you. Don't worry. It's this guy. It's Lance McCullers. He will return from the list and start in Sunday's series finale. What's your stats looking like, bro? He's been pitching for many years for Houston. You can see how he does. Overall, in his career, he has a 3.48. Last season, he hasn't pitched for Houston since 2022. I forgot we're in 2025, so it's been a couple years since he's been here. So, all right, whatever. Cool. And the weather's an issue in this one too, because look at that wind. That's potential rain, potential wind. If you can hit it to right field pole, it might be gone. So, oh man, let's go props. I can't. What are we gonna look at here? What are we gonna do? This day is not good. This is not a good baseball day. I'm gonna tell you right now, not a good one. Bryce Wilson versus Houston history. There's your stats. 3 for 4, 4-2. Yeah, you see all this stuff. Nothing's truly standing out. Myers has a home run. Whatever. Righties versus Houston. You can see how Houston bats do overall. I could actually. Oh yeah, I can look at this side too. Chicago versus righties. You see what they do against Lance McCullers. Not much data there. So last thing we can check is the bats on this one. You can see we got Vargas, we got Brooks Baldwin. There's a little bit. You want to go? You want 4 more strikeouts for him, buddy? You did 4 last time. Beautiful stuff. You want a golden sombrero? You could get one easily again. So not the best numbers here. We see the pitchers. We see the things. Again, I'm not playing this one. Pass. Next. Cubs in Milwaukee is up next, and we see as a pick-em with a 7.5 total. We go to our sheets and we see finally, this is the advantages we look for. Cubs have the advantage with the bats. Good stuff. So we have a Cub advantage. Nice. Weather-wise, we're in Milwaukee. No worry about weather. So let's go over to the pitchers. I said the pitchers, not weather. Let's see. I'm done with you, Bryce Wilson. We want the Cubs game. Thank you. There we go. And it's Shota going out there versus Freddie Peralta. No pitcher props because nobody's doing amazing. Nobody's 7 out of 10 or 4 out of 5. Everybody's below that. So far, we're still leaning the Cubs. Not a problem. Okay with that. We look at the stuff. We got Peralta versus Cubs history. We can see the numbers. Yeah, not that good. Bertie has a home run in 3 out of 5. 238. 07. Hap is garbage against him. 0.77. Jeez. That's terrible. Against righties, you can see how they do overall. Now we go to Milwaukee versus lefties. We got a 366 for Sal, Churio, the main, obviously, and then Shota obviously there too. So all we see is Milwaukee's pitchers has shut the Cubs down. Shota has been obviously shut them down. The Cubs bats are good. That still makes me lean Chicago minus 108. Let's go to the bats themselves, see if anything actually stands out in this one before I make my decision, because I'm playing this one. I need to play. Dansby Swanson, Nico, Hap. Yeah. No, we're going to just straight up Cubs money line. It's minus 108. Cubs have the bats. They have everything I want to see. They have a good pitcher. They got the bats. I don't trust Milwaukee's bats. Simple enough, right? So I'm going to go Cubs money line next. Seattle and Texas now. Currently, we got Texas 174 with an 8 total. Let's look at the sheet. We can see Seattle's playing way better overall, so it's got to be a pitching thing. It's got to be pitching. What do we got going on in this pitching world over here? Props to the pitchers, and we swap over to the right game, which is this one. Who we got? Logan Evans versus DeGrom. Okay, I see why Texas is a favorite now. That makes all the sense. Let's look at these two. Who is you? Who is you? Let's see. DeGrom versus Seattle history. You can see Garver's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. He likes facing him. Tellez has a home run. You can see the stuff. Some have nothing. Against righties, see how St. Louis has been doing this year. Some of your St. Louis got they're 20-12 for a reason. They're doing pretty good. Texas versus righties, you can see how they do. They got a couple 300 dudes as well against Logan Evans. Yeah, I need to know more about Logan Evans. Hold on one quick second. Let's come over here to the weather and then open up Logan Evans. I want his stats. How much pitching do you do? You pitched in one game ever, ever with the majors, and you have a 3.60 ERA with 3 strikeouts in 5 innings. Not bad. Hold up. Who was that against? Who was that one game against? That doesn't tell me much, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, I'll just look over here in my actual page system. Wait, tell me. Yeah, this is why I have this. It was Miami. In Miami, when was this? 427? Miami was hot here. Miami was a top 10 offense at this point, so that's actually impressive. How many strikeouts you have? Only 3? Don't care about that. How many earned runs? It was 2 earned runs. How many hits? 2. Okay. Okay. I might be able to work with this. Hold up. I can get Seattle plus 1.5 at minus 140. I might rock with that. I'm going to tell you right now, I might. Yeah, there's the best. He wants like a bat prop, but no, we're going back to this. We're trusting these numbers. Number 2 offense in the league right now behind the Dodgers. Give me Seattle on a 6-game winning streak at plus 150 money line. I can get plus 1.5 at minus 140. I'm taking that all day and twice on Sunday. I know it's Sunday. I'm only taking it once, but I'm going to go Seattle plus 1.5. I have 2 plus 1.5 today. Weird. I know. Right. Next. All right. Finally, we're having some fun now. So now we have Colorado and San Fran. Remember, the wind's blowing straight out at 14 miles an hour today, just like it was yesterday. But I'm already looking at the pictures. Oh, buddy. San Fran 350. Yep, that makes sense. San Fran 1.5. That's a good one. That's a good play we're probably going to take. Probably. I'll tell you why in a second. 7.5 is our total. Let's look at the sheet. Oh, but how? Look at the teams. They're so even. I know, right? They're so even. There's one thing that's completely not even, though, and that is the pitching in this game. Logan Webb versus German Marquez. Over 3.5 earned runs is 80%. Let's just take a gander at this dude's season, shall we? His season has done this. 0. Beautiful start. I tried to fade him here, and he showed me wrong. And then he was like, I'm sorry. 5, 7, 6, 7 earned runs. Not hits. Earned runs. You want to see his hits? 11, 8, 6, 7. The total's 7.5. 7.5. What is San Fran's team total as a team? Because that is a lot of runs to give up to somebody. And you see it's Atlanta, KC. KC had no offense at this point. Remember that. KC was one of the worst offenses in the league. Still bottom. And they still gave it up. Dodgers, San Diego, Athletics, Philly. Yeah. Earned runs. San Fran runs. Follow me. Follow my thinking. San Fran runs over 4.5 is 130. You tell me San Fran can't get 5 runs off this dude probably by himself in the whole game, and then if he comes out for like 3 innings, the Colorado bullpen comes in? Done. I'm taking San Fran over 4.5 runs for 130. Hell, I might even... I can get like an even number. Shame. For shame. Moneyline's too crazy. Too crazy. And I don't know if I want to trust Logan Webb. Let's go look at Logan Webb versus Colorado history, just to make sure we're not missing anything. Webb versus Colorado history. Martini, cool last name, 429. McMahon, 308. Outside of that, there's not much really. Against righties, you see that Colorado has a couple 300 dudes, but nothing crazy. Every team has that pretty much. San Fran versus righties, 300. Yeah, they're the same. It's just the pitching is completely not the same. Chapman, 375 with 2 home runs and 8 at bats. 506 12 at bats. So he's 6 for 12 with a home run. He is 4 for 8 with a home run. No, he is 6 for 8 with a home run. 5 for 8, whatever that math is. I didn't go to school for math. I went to school for business. And Yastrzemski, you can see all that. Yeah, I gotta fade this. This dude is so bad right now, and the wind's blowing literally straight out the center. There's no chance I can't not take this on the earned runs or the hits. Either one. Earned runs are so bad. My God, I'm gonna take San Fran to score 5 runs. Just get 5 runs. How hard can that be? You average 3.6. I get it in the last 10, but you have literally the worst pitcher in the baseball right now. He's probably the worst. I can't. San Fran might have the other worst one, Robbie Ray. He's probably bad too, but I gotta fade this guy. I absolutely have to fade this. We're gonna take San Fran over 4.5 team total next. Love how we had like a bunch of passes. Now we're just rattling off plays at the end. Love that. And they're all the same time frame because everybody plays early. So Detroit Angels are up next. And who do we have? Let's back it up. Down to the bottom. There we go. Detroit 174 with an 8.5 total. Look at the sheet, and we can see the Angels are no longer 30th and everything. Oh, they crossed the 200 mark. Look at them go. I'm so proud. Oh man, terrible team recently offensively. Look at the props. Who's going out there? JK versus Reese Olson. Okay, Reese Olson has a little bit of a control issue. That's what I'm seeing. He's had 2 walks in 4 of the last 5 games. Angels are not that team. They're averaging 1.6 walks per game in the last 10, which is last. So not a worry about that. JK outs 70%. So yeah, let's just dig into this a little bit, see if anybody stands out. So far, I'm just kind of leaning Detroit money line, just because. JK, not much history against righties. Detroit has done so. You see the numbers. Angels versus righties, you see their numbers. Nothing standing out against Reese Olson. Historically, nothing standing out. So we have nothing on the pitching side. No props, so nothing we want to take. Let's look over at the actual bat and see what the bats are doing. See if anything's really standing out here. Anybody 10 for 10? Let me get some hundos. Javier to get a hit. Zach to get a hit. Not bad for you. They're both very juicy. Very juicy. I don't know if I like either one of those. So, damn. Detroit probably has the best bullpen in baseball too, which is the best thing about this. So if Detroit gets any kind of lead, it's done. It's a wrap. So what's Detroit sitting at 174? I'll take Detroit on my line. Just straight up Reese Olson, do some work. Go out there, do work. Let the bullpen come in, do their work, and call it a day. Detroit money line next. All right, last day game before we move to Sunday Night Baseball is going to be Washington and Cincinnati. We can currently see it as a pick 'em with an 8.5. And look, I fixed it finally. I can spell Cincinnati finally. I had it misspelled all season until somebody pointed it out. So it's fixed. All good. If you see anything else, point it out, please. I am not perfect. I will make mistakes. So we see Cincinnati is doing better offensively, but Washington is pretty average. So we have a lean to Cincinnati, 1 for being at home, 2 for being better with the bats. So let's see who the pitchers are. Mackenzie Gore, strikeouts. Ho, Cincy, how are you on strikeouts? You're 9th. Damn. That would have been good because he has been cooking on strikeouts this season. Nick Martinez, walks. Washington, how are you with walks? 18th. No, not something I care about. Man, yeah, he's been doing good this year. But nope, since he's not a strikeout team I want to go against. So we see the numbers. Nick Martinez versus Washington. There's your stats. Against righties, you can see how Washington is this season versus righties. Nothing standing out. Same for Cincy versus lefties. 407 for Espinal and 27 bats is pretty good. That's almost worth like taking a bat play period. Espinal has the second most at bats, third most at bats. Let's see if he's up here. Espinal. We want to put the right game on here. We want Espinal. You pop up anywhere? No, he's not. Oh, he's right there. Got you. Found you. Oh, you've been doing pretty well recently too. You're having a good month. All right, and now you're going up against somebody. You're going against a lefty. You're batting 407 against lefties. Yeah, I'll take Espinal to get HRR. I am down for that. What's the play? Minus 110 too. Yes, Espinal over 1.5 HR. I am 100% down for that. Next. All right, and lastly, we have Sunday Night Baseball, which is Dodgers and Braves. They played that super late game last night, hit the over. It was nice. Today, we have Dodgers 135 with a 9 total. Let's look over our spreadsheet, and we have still the number 1 offense clearly versus a top 10 average, probably offense on many things. So pretty good matchup overall. 7-game winning streak. Dodgers only 135, huh? Who is pitching? That matters a lot. Let's take a look. Elder versus Dustin May. No pitcher props to speak of here. They are not doing too well on any of this stuff. So, and not really you can't really fade a meter. So, I don't like when they're all yellow or I want them all red or green. That doesn't help any. So, let's go break down a little bit. Elder versus Dodgers history. We have some history here. 400 with the home run, 200 with the home run, 429. Against righties, this is how Dodgers doing this season. Obviously, pretty good overall. Atlanta versus righties, you can see how they're doing this season. That's pretty good overall. Dustin May, any history? You've been shutting down the Braves. Interesting. That's shutting them down outside of Ozuna getting a home run off you. That's literally owning them in that 1 or 2. That's 1 game right there. That's all it is. So, yeah, let's go to bats. Any bats in this one for Sunday Night Baseball? Because so far, I know what I'm taking. Unless something else changes. Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm taking Dodgers straight up. Just Dodgers money line. We're not even playing around. We're going to take the team that we just saw the pitcher, Dustin May, has owned the Braves outside of 1 at bat against Ozuna. We're going to take the team that is number 1 in all the offensive categories you want for batting. We're going to take the team on a 7-game winning streak. And and the team we is probably the most talent of any team in the league overall. So, and I can get them at -135. Yeah, thanks. I'll take that all day. So, Dodgers money line, end it right there. No parlay today. I don't like today at all. I'm surprised I have 8 plays. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I am real surprised. So, to the schedule we go. Let's go back. Now, tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow's travel day. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 games. I'll be here tomorrow. I will drop a new video tomorrow to break these down. I appreciate you being here. Drop a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing. And check out the HQ if you want the plays in a nice typed out sheet for you, or if you want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow on Monday for some more MLB. Peace.